I think that is clear so far, Honorable Chair. It has not been indicated, but we can always get it. I'm just reading the extract from the digital OB.
So for record and for the media purposes and even for the rest, as per the record and your own submission,
correct,
under oath,
yes,
the deceased was presented to the Central Police Station in normal state, physically?
Yes, as per this, yes, and it is very, very clear.
Okay. We picked that.
While appearing normal.
Yes.
And we are going to.
Of course, he's not a doctor, I know, but appearing normal.
Exactly.
Okay.
You can know who has been physically.
And that is when you contacted the wife to confirm his arrival.
Exactly. No,
okay.
Just before that.
Yes.
About 8 minutes before that.
Okay.
So that is documented, and we can provide an extract of that. Then come to 01:35 hours of 8th now. OB9. The same PC Mohammed Rashid Hilo Abdullahi made an OB entry in the digital occurrence book, and where he stated, and I will repeat, now Duty Officer IP Nganga and the cell sentry PC Kimani have visited the cells and found most of them well. Apart from the last cell, there was a spelling mistake when he wrote the word apart. He wrote apeton. The last cell where he found a prisoner, namely Albert Omondi Ojwang, who was alone in his cells, making a lot of noise while kicking the cell walls. This is an extract from the digital OB. It cannot be manipulated, and it cannot be changed or altered. Now, I was looking for, Honorable Chair, a correspondence from the Baghdadi Hospital, but I should be getting it shortly. But we received a letter from Baghdadi Hospital confirming that the deceased was brought to that facility at around 2 a.m. while already dead. So I was trying to look for that document, but I should be able to avail to the committee before we end this session.
That is now
on the 8th. No. It's on 8th. You see, this entry was 01:35? Yeah.
morning hours.
The morning hours. So, who contacted the OCS? The OCS was contacted by Senior Sergeant Sigay of DCI headquarters. Someone might ask the Honorable Chair, why was it really necessary? Why did the Senior Sergeant Sigay contact the OCS? In the past, the station commanders have had serious issues, particularly when it comes to admitting of persons who have been physically tortured or persons who are sick or are not appearing well. So, more often than not, the report office personnel and the cell sentry will insist before any person is admitted, they will need a concurrence from the OCS. And there's no way a report office personnel would admit somebody in custody, somebody who is physically injured or appears to have been physically injured or has evidences of torture. And it is on the basis of that, and after confirming the physical condition of the prisoner, that the OCS now directed the report office personnel and the cell sentry to make sure the prisoner was booked. And that's how PC Mohamed booked the prisoner while appearing physically fit. There was the question of caving, the status of caving.
You go past there.
Yes.
From your own, what you're reading,
yeah,
is like, okay, the deceased was alone in his cell
From what I'm reading.
Yes.
Yes.
And he was admitted well in a separate cell alone.
From what I'm reading.
And he was found kicking walls in a cell as alone. And of course died while, he was then of course taken to the hospital, now unconscious, in a room that he was alone.
As regards Kevin, who was earlier on arrested, investigations were conducted, the Honorable Chair, and as I explained, the file was forwarded to the DPP, who were directed that we needed to cover some outstanding areas, which we are working on. And in view of that development, the suspect was released and an appropriate entry made at Capitol Hills Police Station, and he was handed over to a person we believe was his wife by the name Evelyn Makendo, who countersigned on the remarks column of the Capitol Hills Police Station.